Hello everyone, Gingy Bell from Gingy Bell Designs here, and today I am going to show you what is in this amazing box that I've been stocking my mail carrier for. This box contains the newest collections from Tamara at Country Craft Creations, and I'm super excited to open this. So, let's dive in. So we have a few things other than paper here. There is some lace here, some Prima leaves, really pretty fall colors. I hope the camera does those justice. Some little tiny lights. These are now available in the store. And it looks like some different tapes and, oh, Christmas colors. These are beautiful. Tapes and lace. And some more on this side of the same. Looks like we have more of that tape and lace. Oh, yes. Oh, look at these polka dots. Beautiful. I'm excited to dive into this paper. Can you tell? Seam binding. That is what that is actually called. Okay, so let's dive into these papers. I have seen them, but I have not looked them at the videos of the announcements of these yet because I wanted to be surprised. Call me crazy. So first we have Christmas Dreams. And this is one that I actually caught a glimpse of and instantly fell in love with. So this paper has a lot of pinks and turquoise and blues. Oh, and look at this. You get this lovely cut apart sheet. And there are two of those in this. This is the 8x8, by the way. Some nice journaling cards here that you can cut away or just use as photo pictures. And the flip side of that is kind of a lace. This one is some angels. Very, very pretty. And the flip side of that is this pink and gold with a little damask in the background. And you get 3 sheets of that one as well. Oh, look at this one with the pink Christmas tree and the little church scene. This would make a beautiful mini layout. A lot of people like to do 8-inch layouts instead of the 12. And this would be beautiful. I may actually have to do that. On the back, we have this. I love how this paper looks. The sheen of it, it's very hard probably to show on camera, but it just kind of, it's bright and it kind of glows. I apologize for that. Someone decided to drive past my house going 90 miles an hour, it sounded like. I don't know. It happens every day. This one is adorable. You could fussy cut this little girl out, use her on the cover of a mini album. Just absolutely beautiful. And the other side is these little packages. Here we have just a group of ornaments, which is, I shouldn't say just, because these are absolutely beautiful. There's some teals and pinks and golds in there. A little bit of green, just gorgeous. Oh, and this striped paper. Be still my heart. I love turquoise. Turquoise, purple are my favorite colors. And if I ever do a craft room tour, you will see that because 90% of the things in my craft room are aqua and turquoise, including my walls. So here we have a little bit of pink burgundy-ish colors in the background with some nutcrackers. And on the back, we have some holly berries with that same background. And this one is also adorable. Little kids in sleighs, this beautiful winter scene. And the flip side of that is this beautiful, almost watercolor looking tree with damask in the background. Let me see that damask. Let me try to hold that up for you. It's kind of a muted damask in the background. which is gorgeous. And I'm skipping here, sorry. Oh, Santa Claus. One of my favorite things at Christmas time is to pull out I collect vintage Santa Clauses, and I have many, many vintage Santa Clauses that cover my hutches when it's Christmas time, and I can't wait to get those out this year. This one has a nice aqua background with the Santa Clauses, some poinsettias, and the back flip side is, again, kind of a watercolor background, muted, and there's stars in there along with the poinsettias. And next we have Santa and his reindeer with the moon in the background, little gold flecky background, which is very pretty. And on the flip side, looks like we've just removed Santa and his sleigh and kept that nice background. Wonderful contrasting for half sheets. If you're doing a folio or an album that you want half sheets that coordinate, to make one sheet, these are the best kind. Recently, some of us designers from Country Craft Creations did a YouTube hop, and if you were fortunate enough to catch that, we all made projects using some of these new papers. And this is actually, Christmas Cheer is the actual paper that I used to create this little folio that I created. So this gives you an idea of what can be used. And that video is still on my YouTube if you're interested in seeing this and have not yet. So this was just a little folio that I created using this next paper collection that I will show you. So let's dive into that Christmas cheer. And this is, of course, 12 by 12 with cut-aparts and tags. And we have these two. You get 2 sheets of these cutaways and tags. And as you can see, these are awesome for making your own embellishments, such as the star that I put here. That little lady here is on the back, the little couple of women there. And throughout this, I used a lot of these for tuck spots and different belly band embellishments. And they're super, super easy to fussy cut. And then you have the back side, which is this wonderful diagonal candy striped red and white. We have these cut apart cards that you also get 2 sheets of. And the back of that is this wonderful retro 50s looking paper. We've got some cute little elves here with some candles in the background. And the flip side is those adorable elves with ice cubes and martinis, which I adore. This was a very big favorite throughout the hop, this paper. This one has the little puppy dogs in stockings with Santa and the candy canes that spell out joy. And then the flip side is the Starlight Mints, also just absolutely vibrant. These papers are so vibrant and colorful. This one has the packages with the green, black, white plaid in the background. And then the flip side, again, the green, black, white plaid. Then we have this lovely piece with the retro green background, along with this side piece here with Santa with his list, which is kind of funny. My mother's name is on the very bottom there. Beverly is not the most common name in the world, so I thought that was kind of cool that my mom's name was on there. This paper here is the retro just by itself. Then there is the one here with the 2 little women looking in the mailbox, the little piece of mail up here with the North Pole sign, another wonderful paper that you could fussy cut or just leave as a whole, create a layout. And the back of that is the little Santa Claus letters. Next, we have these retro ornaments with the green spot background and the little dolls hanging with their little hollyberry skirts. And on the back, it is the retro ornaments alone. So, so pretty. Then there is this page here. Now, this page looks like a quilt. It's kind of patchwork, but some of these you could very easily go in and cut out and use if that's what you choose to do. On the back, we have this cute little girl. Looks like she's shopping. She's got her Christmas packages, the green light and dark green stripe background, and then the Christmas tree behind her, which is also just adorable. Then we have that wonderful retro background with Christmas trees on top of it, both just a regular diagonal tree and then this fun little kind of modern tree. And then the back is that plain background removing the trees. So that is Christmas cheer. Okay, so moving on. Next, we have a couple Halloween collections. This one is a Bewitching Hour. And I apologize for all the noise getting these out of the papers. Tammy takes great pride in getting these packaged nicely. So for this one, we have, like I said, this is called Bewitching Hour. And we have, this is the cutaways for this. Oh my goodness. This one I have not seen yet. So this is just as much a surprise for me as it is for you. And I love Halloween. So this paper, oh my goodness, adorable. We got lots of little ghosts. Just love it. And so that, oh, and the flip side of that is this black and white checkerboard. Then we have our cut-aparts. And we have Broom Rights, 5 cents. Oh, this is just too cute. And on the back, we have your traditional purple, orange, black, and that's done in polka dots. For this sheet, we have this these wonderful pumpkins. This paper is just too cute. And then we have this lovely splattered blue plaid diagonal background. And the next one is these little circles, the spider webs in the background. And then we have this striped. And you could use this alone, or you could cut these and use these as borders, which would be also just too cute on an album, a folio, a card, whatever you're creating, really. Here we have a wood planked background. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. Looks like a whitewashed oak flooring. And then there's these little witches on their brooms flying around. And this is that background a little closer. This is what you get on the flip side of that. And here we have some, these can be cut out with a circle punch and used. You could make the little paperclip embellishments that I like to use and create, or you could just put these as a border. There's many things you can do with these using, just like I said, a regular circle, or if you have a scan and cut, you could go through and cut these. And then on the back side, we have those vivid spiders, which are just, I mean, they're almost glowing off the page. Beautiful. Next, we have this Magical Gourds for All Hallows Eve, farm fresh organic pumpkins, perfect for autumn traditions and festivities. And look at this giant purple pumpkin on the bottom down, just beautiful. And this back page has this gold splatter that just almost jumps off the page as if it were actual paint that was splattered onto a black piece of paper. Then there's these. Now these are great because you can cut these out and put them. They're a description of candy corn and how it came to be. And you could cut one of these out and make an album cover out of it. You can fussy cut. The backgrounds coincide with the front. And there's lots of fun little candy corns all over there. Just love this paper. And here we have this adorable little set of witches that look somewhat familiar. Not quite sure who they're supposed to be, but I probably could guess if I really tried. We have this lovely scene here, the little house and the moon and the stars. And then on the back side, there's 4 smaller versions of that. So these are all 6x6, and you could use those like you're using 6x6 paper, and you have this. And you do get 3 sheets. So having those 3 sheets makes it so you have options. You can use this bigger paper, put the smaller foreground on it. I really like the options that Tamara did there. And that again. And then there are these 4x4s, and you have, excuse me, 3x3s. Am I correct? Let me double check here. No, they are 4x4s. Can't do math very well. I apologize for that. And those have this beautiful purple. I love purple and gold together. And it's very majestic and very Halloween at the same time. So those are even smaller, and there's 9 of those, and you can cut those away. And again, you get 3 sheets of those. Then there's this gorgeous, oh, this is going to make for great fussy cutting. I can see it already. This paper is just beautiful. Lots of different things on there. And then you have that background. And again, with the 4x4 cutaways of that same sheet. Same background. And that is just a gorgeous collection as well. So that is Bewitching Hour. Okay, so the second Halloween collection here is called Midnight Ride. And this collection is more of your traditional spooky Halloween. Excuse me. Lots of purples, orange, black. And I will tell you that the front page of these, where she's showing these little versions of the cut apart sheets, you can still use these. These are a decent size. So what I have found is that these measure, like this one here is 1 3/4 inches wide. These would be very easy to mount onto chipboard to make your own embellishments, or you can make, like I said on the other one, the paper clip, excuse me, embellishments as well for those. And that is these, but smaller. And like I did on the other collections, you get 2 sheets of these. Looks like we have the moon. This is just beautiful. These are beautiful images. Apologize for being a little slow on this one. I just love Halloween, and I have not seen this collection yet. Oh, this is definitely my favorite. We'll definitely be using that one. I love haunted houses. Oh, and the flip side, I apologize if that, is this gorgeous turquoise. It has a little bit of script in there, a little bit of a pattern. Here are the cut aparts that could be used, and there's that gorgeous image again. I just love this haunted house image. And we have a little witch girl with her black cat, and the flip side is this vivid purple. Ooh, just love it, love it, love it, love it. Tammy really outdid herself designing these papers. Here we have the little witch with her black cat with some lightning and spiders, and on the back we have bottles with that same black and purple. Just, oh, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I'm loving this paper, Tamara, if you're watching. This is just a beautiful scene. All these little ghosts. We have an owl, big old moon, and on the flip side, oh, these will be very fun to fussy cut. Or you could use this as a layout page as your background. Just beautiful, beautiful papers. I can't say beautiful enough. This is a very vintage style, little girls in their little witch costumes with all those colorful pumpkins in the background. And then the back is a purple two-tone damask with candy corn. Adorable. Here's another beautiful vintage one. Little girl in her clown costume. Black kitties, jack-o'-lanterns, and on the back we have the same but without the little girl. So we just have the cats and those jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, this sheet is beautiful. Now this one I did see one of my fellow designers posted this piece, and she just loved the witches, and so do I. These are just gorgeous. You have the older witch here who looks kind of scary, and then the beautiful witch here. So this is very, very pretty. The back has this gorgeous background with the wands, and the gold stars on here just really pop, and these as well. I would use this probably as a background or as a sheet for a layout. And here, Be Still My Heart, is that gorgeous vintage house image again. And then we have this little horse and carriage with the men in their top hats, some bats and spiders on the back, all those spiders in their webs. I'm telling you, these papers are a must-have for any person who paper crafts, because they're not only beautiful papers, they're very good quality. When I was making my folio with Christmas cheer, it is just very easy to fussy cut, number one. Number two, it smooths out nicely with your adhesives, and it does really well with folding and bending. So this sheet here has all these little children, and they're playing with their pumpkins, carving pumpkins. This little girl's looking at her carved pumpkin. And then on the back, we have that beautiful pumpkin patch. Here we have a kind of turquoise damask background, little girl bobbing for apples, a couple other little children, and these jack-o'-lanterns with their cute little facial expressions. And there they are again on the back with that kind of half paisley, half damask style background. And that is the end of the Midnight Ride collection. Next, we have an autumn-themed collection called Autumn Orchard. And not only do I love Halloween, I love this time of year because I absolutely love the colors of fall, and creating with fall colors is my absolute favorite time of year for creating. I get very excited when all of the end of the year stuff comes out. The fall and the Christmas are just my absolute favorites. So again, the 12 by 12, we have the Autumn Orchard. And more of those. Again, don't throw this sheet away. If you're getting these papers and you don't already know this, make sure that you keep this, because you can cut most of these out either with your scan and cut, or at least I think it would work. I don't own a scan and cut, but I have heard of people using them to cut these out, and I'm sure it would work. As well as you could fussy cut them. The circles you can use a circle punch, and you can make embellishments with these. So here we have the cut aparts, and this is all fall colors, little squirrels, apples, sunflowers, little saints, little trucks. Little scarecrow here. Oh, I can't wait to dive in and make something with these papers. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And our flip side is a black and white checkerboard. The cut aparts in this one are these little sayings with squirrel again. We have some scarecrows, truck. My favorite color is fall. Yes, this is true. This is definitely going to get used by me. And here we have, these colors are just so vivid on these papers. We have some script kind of in the background. I don't know if you can see that. And then these leaves in fall colors, this little truck down here. My grandfather actually had a truck like that. On the back, we have an orange and turquoise stripe with that kind of distressed, almost looks like leather background. Here we have a plaid background with these little trucks all over it with the scarecrows and the pumpkins, and then just the plaid background alone. And I will show you also that one thing that I love about what Tamara's doing with these papers is the coordination I'm noticing. I am a very big stickler when I make a mini album about coordinating page for page. And most of hers, you can literally take any of them and you could put them together. As you can see, this one goes very well with this one, and so on and so forth. And I love that because it makes crafting fun when you can make sure everything goes together. This is a lovely one with a little house with some corn there, these vivid sunflowers. And on the back, she's done it again. This can be used alone, or these can be cut and used as borders. Lots of options with these papers, and I love that. Here we have those little scarecrows with their cute, adorable, almost childlike faces. And then on the back, we have these patches on that black checkerboard, which is adorable. Here we have an apple orchard with some red trucks and some bushels of apples. And this is so pretty. This would be cute in a recipe book if you were needing a background for an apple cider or apple pie recipe. This would be adorable. Either one of these. Here we have that adorable squirrel. And on the back, we have a purple background with some splattering and then the different colored leaves. Gorgeous. This one, turquoise pumpkins that have a little pattern. And these little pumpkins here, little signs. This is just so vivid. I mean, just bright, cheery, gorgeous fall colored paper. And then lastly, we have these little barns and houses. Looks like a little neighborhood with our little blue trucks and all of that. And then this other gorgeous plaid again with beautiful coordinating colors. So that is the Autumn Orchard collection. All right, we have 2 left. And so this one is called Majestic Dreams. This one is, I do believe, a horse collection. I've seen glimpses of this, but I have not seen it in its entirety. So, again, with those cut aparts, make sure you save this front cover. And then for this one, you're going to get these beautiful images up here that can be cut away, and then these gorgeous borders on the bottom. The back is this lovely muted kind of demure, I don't know if demure is the right word, but this muted background that almost looks like parchment paper. And then here are those larger sized cutaways. These are just beautiful. I cannot wait to make something with these. Here we have the damask background on kind of a moss green color. Some horses. Oh, and this back is beautiful too. Again with the damask, some horseshoes that are kind of faded so you can see through them. And then this gorgeous rose up at the top. And this one, we have our horse rider with her, I think they're called jockeys. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with horse derby stuff. Very Kentucky Derby style papers here with the red roses and this lovely vintage style advertising on the back. I'm trying to keep my paper off to the side here from falling. Oh, here we go. Kentucky Derby Jockey Club. I was correct. It is called a jockey. Oh, now these are wonderful. You could use this sheet in its entirety or cut it away, or you could cut these out and make embellishments for your albums or folios or cards, which I will probably be giving that a go for sure. And here we have some just absolutely beautiful imagery of horses with kind of a wallpaper background. And there's that background. Has some script in there that's faded, as well as a floral pattern. Here we have some panoramics of, oh no, they're not panoramics. There's different ones here. So these are cut aparts. And then we have those, looks like they're jumping over fences. And those, there are 3 sheets of those, and you cut those apart. This is, it looks like lemonade. Oh no, mint juleps, I do believe is what these are. And then on the back, this kind of advertising. Wonderful for a fussy cutter like me. I love to fussy cut. And all of this vivid mint and hats is definitely on my list of things to do with these papers. Go through and do a bunch of fussy cutting. So for this next to last sheet, we have those beautiful horses with their rider. There's a book in the background there. And then just the roses with some script going through them. And the last one, we have this beautiful imagery of a horse and her rider with this script background, and then this script background that you see here is the flip side. This is kind of a Thanksgiving themed, or it is a Thanksgiving themed sheets, and it's Bountiful Blessings. This is the last one in my box, and I have also not seen this one in its entirety yet, so bear with me as I go a little slower through the excuse me, through the collections that I have yet to see. Again, with those wonderful cut aparts on the front that can be saved, that mimic the larger ones that you get 2 sheets of. And as you can see here, we have our turkey. And our turkey before he's our turkey. Some turkeys driving a car. Now that's clever. Happy Thanksgiving. Just some fun little sayings there. Oh, and on the back we have this kind of embossed wallpaper look. Here we have a couple borders on the bottom and then these nice cut aparts. Different imagery of turkeys, and it looks like berries or plums in the background. And then this is just beautiful. I love this text with these flowers over it. That's very pretty. Here we have turkeys with little wagons and a woman with her knife and fork. That's cute. And again, with that gorgeous background imagery. One large sheet with that kind of embossed look, and the lady with her Thanksgiving table. And there's that by itself. on the flip side. Oh, I love this pattern. So we have our kind of Harlequin pattern in a green, kind of faded, brushed over cornucopia down here with our vegetables and sunflowers. And then there's that paper on the back. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love it. And here we have our Happy Thanksgiving. We have some wheat. Gorgeous, vivid orange color here. Ooh, and pumpkin pie with some music in the background. We have our little, I love the juxtaposition of the black and ivory kind of parchment background with the vivid color on top. And we have the parchment on the back. This one is little tea kettles, creamer, and a bowl, a little plate with a turkey on it, this beautiful turquoise background. And I was hoping that I would turn this over and see this. I love this. Again, I love turquoise. And then, trying to get through this whole entire unboxing without a paper cut. Wish me luck. This is our last sheet, and this is a burgundy background with these little children and their turkeys. And there's that background. So these are all of the new collections currently available for pre-order at countrycraftcreations.com. And they are just all beautiful. And like I said earlier, if you were fortunate enough to watch our recent hop with some of the designers, I did create this little folio using Christmas cheer. Some of the other designers used that paper collection as well as some used others in this unboxing. And we will be doing more with Tamara's new papers. So keep an eye out on the Scrapbookers group for that. And that is all I have for you today. So I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. I know I have, and I'm extremely excited to work with these papers. So I'm going to let you go, and I hope that you get these papers and enjoy crafting with them. And keep an eye again out for more hops. Have a great day.